This is the RayNeo Air 3S Pro, and it's a step up from their Air 3S, which have been touted as a quality and affordable AR glasses option that are used for video viewers. RayNeo offers different versions of the Air series for users who have different needs. Now, this is a sponsored video, and you've seen me cover products like these on my channel before, so let's just get into what's new and where it stands with the competition. Now, if you aren't familiar with what these do, these are plug-and-play AR glasses that can connect to any devices with a USB-C port that has an HDMI out, and they allow you to watch on a big screen as large as 201 inches with these new Air 3S Pros. Now, on the left side here, you're gonna have a volume rocker and then a button that you're gonna use to change the settings and performance options. On the right side over here, you'll have the brightness control rocker, and you'll have a total of 4 speakers, 2 on the top side and then 2 on the bottom side of each arm on the glasses. Now, unboxing the Air 3S Pros is pretty straightforward. You can check out the box here, it looks nice. Once you open it, it reveals the Air 3S Pros in a classy carrying case. You'll get a USB-C cable that you'll attach to the back right glasses arm, and then on the other end, that will actually go into your device. It also comes with a larger nose piece if you have a schnauzer that size, and a lens insert option as well. It weighs in at 76 grams. These are more than comfortable to wear. They feel light, right? They have that sunglasses looking design that we've seen before. For me though, these are a perfect travel companion for those long plane trips. Or if maybe you want to avoid neck strain, you can game on a handheld with a bigger screen now with these. Maybe you just want to relax at home. You want to lay back and watch a movie, or even use these with your computer so you're not looking down at the screen and you just have a bigger area workspace to play with. Now, these can be used in a variety of ways, but what makes the RayNeo Air 3S Pro stand out specifically is their display. In a sunglass form factor like this, you are honestly not gonna find anything brighter with a 0.6 micro OLED display with up to 1200 nits of brightness. That is bright, right? That's 550 nits brighter than the previous RayNeo Air 3S. And then if you compare that to the current competition out there, that's what, 500 nits brighter than the X-Real 1 Pros, and then 200 nits more than the Virtue Pros. It has a 200,000 to 1 contrast ratio, which is also best in class, and 98% of the DCI IP3 color space at a 1080p resolution, which is again also best in class. And don't freak out about that 1080p. Put on any of these AR glasses on first before you start saying it, but yes, these aren't 4K. Look at the sharpness and the clarity of the pixels at 1080p. All of these glasses are more than fine. Now, with any display, guess what? Brightness matters. And if you're choosing to wear these in, let's say, a normal lit area like this, or even if it's a nice day and you want to go outside, it's impressive just how bright the displays can be and legitimately compete with sun coming directly and shining on me. The key benefit of 1200 nits is not primarily for outdoor use, but rather it enhances the viewing experience of movies, TV shows, or games, allowing you to see the details clearly. So for example, when a user is watching a starry sky scene in a movie and you're indoors, enabling 1200 nits vision boost allows them to clearly see the stars in film. Other products with less than 1000 nits, or even something like the Air 3S, which is 650 nits, the stars would be difficult to see. RayNeo has its own self-developed optical module, and that improves the light glare interference by 15% and also its light purity. RayNeo offers a lens shade. When Air 3S Pro releases on August 26th, the lens shade and Air 3S Pro are sold separately. Now, if you can access the settings, you'll also be able to switch between 6 different color modes. So these are subtle changes between them in their color temperature, their brightness. There's modes in here like movie mode, or you can jump over to game mode, and there's others you can switch between depending on the content you're watching. Now, another setting option that is separate from this is Vision Boost. You can turn it on or off, and it's optimized to give you the brightest image it can when competing against sunlight. That is, again, one of its killer features. I did find in most day-to-day uses around my house or in normal lit areas that I had actually turned down the brightness, which is a good thing. And this has 20 levels of brightness adjustment on its rocker. Now, gaming, this is obviously important here, and in case you were wondering, the Air 3S Pros support up to 120 Hz refresh rate, so games that support it look nice and buttery smooth. You will need to go into the settings though to switch that over because it's at 60 Hz by default. For something like a Steam Deck, you can just plug these right in because it supports USB-C with the HDMI out. But let's say for something like the Nintendo Switch or the new Switch 2, it doesn't. So RayNeo has their JoyDock accessory that allows it to be connected to your Switch via USB-C. Then you're gonna plug in the RayNeo Air 3S Pros into the JoyDock, so you're good to game with the Switch or the Switch 2 at home or on the go. Now this JoyDock also acts as a battery pack, so let's say your Switch and your glasses are near or at 0%, this provides about 5 hours of additional juice. So it's really versatile that way. Now you can also use a device like your phone to stream all the video services you want, like YouTube and Disney Plus, you name it. This can do it, and it's great for big screen movies in a light form factor. The other big question is, what is its field of view? So that's gonna be 47 degrees, which is similar to most of the competition out there, but there are other models that do better, but it is not horrible. So if we're talking about the audio on the Air 3S Pros now, you can toggle between 3 different modes. We talked about the speakers up top and on the bottom, there's 4 of them. So standard brings the audio directly into your ears. That's the default mode. Whisper is more precisely focused audio, so there isn't as much audio leakage to others around you because you are wearing these in public sometimes. And then spatial sound. They've actually developed their own spatial audio algorithms to open up the sound and give you a sense of being in a more spacious room. Sometimes it can sound a little too spacious for me, so I personally prefer standard for the way I consume content, but spatial is an option that you have. Now, if you're wearing these things, eye safety is important as well with its 3,840 hertz high frequency dimming to protect your eyes from strain while giving you a stable color output on screen. They also pass the low blue light and flicker-free dual certification to allow you to watch for longer periods of time and safely. Now I've shown you all of the different types of devices that these are compatible with, and it's truly one of the versatile pieces of tech that works with a lot of the devices that you already own. The early bird price of the RayNeo Air 3S Pro is under $260. These won't break the bank, and the RayNeo Air 3S Pros help move the AR glasses category forwards by bringing the brightest display, really the best display, to this space at an affordable price.